You know how people always say, what's the worst that could happen if someone finds my old password? Yeah, about that. Just before we get into this mind-blowing story, do well to hit the subscribe button. Give us a like and share this story with anyone that loves true crime stories like this one. Now let's get into it. Because in May 2021, 1Password. Yep, a single string of letters and numbers basically brought the entire East Coast of the United States to its knees. No bombs, no guns, no car chases, just one hacker group, one stolen password, and one very bad week for anyone who needed gas. So here's how this digital disaster went down. It's May 7th, 2021. Everything's normal. People driving to work, filling their tanks, booking flights, when suddenly, the biggest fuel pipeline in America just stops. Like, imagine you're running Netflix, Spotify, and your car engine all on one cable, and someone just yanks out of the wall. That's what happened to Colonial Pipeline, a massive system stretching from Texas to New York, carrying gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel that keeps half the East Coast alive. Suddenly, billing systems crash, pumps go quiet, and executives at Colonial Pipeline are looking at their screens like, guys, what the hell just happened? Turns out, hackers had just broken in. Not through some Hollywood-level hacking montage or Mission Impossible vault breach. Nah, they just logged in. Literally. An old VPN account that no one was using anymore was still active, and it didn't even have two-factor authentication. The password had already been leaked somewhere on the dark web. So, when the hackers found it, it was like walking through an open front door with a neon welcome sign. And who were these digital thieves? A shadowy hacker group called DarkSide, believed to be based in Russia. They weren't your average bored teenagers in a basement. Nope, these were professionals. They ran ransomware operations like a business. They had customer support. They had affiliates. They even had a press release because apparently even cybercriminals need PR. Their message? Hey, Colonial, we've locked up about 100 gigabytes of your data, and unless you pay us $4.4 million in Bitcoin, we're going to leak it all. Imagine holding the East Coast hostage from your laptop. That's what they did. Now, Colonial Pipeline had two choices. Option A, don't pay and risk complete chaos. Option B, pay and still risk complete chaos, but maybe get your systems back. So, yeah, they paid 75 Bitcoins, around $4.4 million. And what did they get for it? A decryption tool that worked about as fast as a 90s dial-up connection. Their own IT team actually restored systems faster from backups. So basically, they paid millions for a tool that was slower than Windows 98. Meanwhile, the real world was losing its mind. People panicked. Gas stations ran out of fuel. In places like Charlotte, 71% of stations were completely dry. In D.C., almost 87%. Prices shot up. People started hoarding fuel, and some folks, not making this up, tried filling plastic bags with gasoline. It was chaos. Flights were delayed, airlines scrambled for backup fuel, and the U.S. government declared a state of emergency. The president literally had to step in, suspending transport restrictions so fuel could be moved by truck and ship instead of pipelines. Governors waived fuel taxes. Officials begged people not to panic buy. And the rest of us? We were watching gas prices hit 6-year highs, wondering how 1Password could cause all this. And here's the kicker. This whole thing was completely preventable. No, seriously. All Colonial needed was multi-factor authentication. That little code you get on your phone when you log in. That's it. One extra step could have stopped the whole disaster. But the damage was done. DarkSide had already cashed in. Except, plot twist. The FBI traced the crypto transactions and recovered about 63.7 Bitcoins. Roughly $2.3 million after Bitcoin's value dropped. So yeah, the hackers made millions, but crypto volatility still scammed them. Poetic justice. By May 12th, Colonial finally got its systems back up and running. Whoa! Gas started flowing again, panic slowly died down, and the chaos began to fade. But the fear, that stuck around. Because this wasn't just about gas. It was a wake-up call for everyone. The government, big corporations, even hospitals and schools. Everyone realized if hackers can shut down half the country with one password, what's stopping them from doing it again? The Colonial CEO later said he paid the ransom because it was the right thing for the country. And look, maybe it was, but it also showed just how fragile our digital infrastructure really is. The White House scrambled to tighten cybersecurity rules. The FBI started tracking ransomware gangs, and the State Department even put bounties on hackers' heads. But DarkSide? They just vanished, deleted their servers, disappeared into the web, and left the world guessing where they'd strike next. So, what did we learn? That the biggest threats in modern history don't always come with explosions or gunfire. Sometimes, they come as a password that's too easy to guess, or a security setting someone forgot to turn on. The Colonial Pipeline ransomware attack wasn't just a cybercrime. It was a message that our world runs on invisible systems, and when those systems fail, everything stops. So next time you roll your eyes at that update your password email, remember this story. Because one password caused millions of people to panic, cost millions of dollars, and proved that even the most powerful systems in the world can fall with one small mistake. And hey, if this story blew your mind or scared you a little, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Because if we can hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I'll tell you about a case that's even bigger. Something that'll make this one look like a warm-up. Until then, keep your password strong, your VPN secure, and remember, in this world, one click can change everything.